Good day, everyone. Welcome to a new update live from Dubai. Market has been booming upwards in the past 24 hours. That is great. Some altcoins have been doing well too. We're going to discuss that, and we're going to discuss the expectations of Bitcoin going ahead towards the ETFs this month. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also do not forget to check out my Twitter, Instagram, and like this YouTube update, as that could help me a lot by growing this channel towards a bigger audience. If we're looking at the higher time frames of Bitcoin, we can practically see that we are facing some interesting resistance zones, right? So the entire region between 58k to 60k is what I'm watching as a potential resistance zone. And then we've also got the all-time high area around 63k. That could be facing some hurdles here before we're going to expand or increase our price towards new all-time highs. But we're getting close, as in we are less than 10% away from a new all-time high. And the FOMO is that isn't around. There's also not a hype in the markets right now. No euphoria, nothing. The only euphoria I see is Dubai euphoria, but we don't see any retail hype yet. So that's still to come, and that is only going to come when the altcoins are going to do massive. But looking at the resistance points, those are still the same. Looking at the price points that are interesting to watch for support, those are also still the same. So we're looking at levels that we are having here and the range bound construction. The upper side is the entire resistance zone around 60k that I'm currently seeing as a very important support resistance zone. The support level is the area around 50k. But if we are looking at lower time frames, we can see that price quickly bounced back up from the support area. So we anticipated a crash, or at least a correction after losing 56k, as that would trigger a ton of liquidation south. And yes, we've done that, and we've got to the lower bound of this support level, or of this entire range, which is around 54k. This bounce quickly got bought up as we took these two lows here, and now we are facing new highs once again. So what is happening at this stage is that we're just getting barely any correction at all, while the price just continues crawling back upwards, which is very remarkably copy-paste of the price action that we've used to see back in August, where we only had a few corrective moves towards important support levels, and price just started to run further from there. If you go back in time even more, we can also see what's happening in 2020 in the last quarter. We had minimal corrective moves until we reached the all-time high and had a big correction there. But all those quick corrections were bought up quite easily, and the price just continued running further. Looking at the price action right now with Bitcoin, I'm expecting the exact same to be happening. Yes, we're chopping around a little bit, and that is driving altcoins towards a quick bounce, but also quick drop since. And also, we're just going to grind towards that all-time high without any acceleration. But in that grind towards the all-time high, we are most likely going to see some more weakness on the Bitcoin pairs for altcoins. What is the level to watch right now when it comes to Bitcoin on the lower time frames? That is quite easy. The critical level that I want to see sustain as support is the area that we've got here. The area around 55.5k, that is the level that I want to see sustain. And if that sustains as support, I'm assuming we're just going to have continuation here with the markets running further up towards 65k. If we do have a correction though towards 55.5, it might be that Ethereum or altcoins bounce a little bit more in their Bitcoin pairs. However, as I disclosed yesterday, the price action is still facing a downtrend on the altcoin pairs, except for Polkadot, on which I'm going to do an update later today. But Ethereum against Bitcoin is still trending south. So yes, those bounces are happening, but we are still not cracking the trend. What do I want to see is that we're breaking through this entire resistance zone at 0.065 and 0.067, and after that we flip that, and then we can continue moving. However, we've hit one support level, but if Bitcoin is going to accelerate, which seems likely if there is going to be an ETF happening, then we could be seeing some more pain on the altcoins, and then I'm going to be buying the altcoins back in December once again, as that is usually the best period to buy altcoins. So why is that? Well, if Bitcoin breaks the all-time high, we probably are going to get retail back into the markets. And retail jumps back into the markets, and what do they want to buy? Yes, altcoins. But also, at some point in the market cycle, we are going to face a period where altcoins are heavily undervalued compared to Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has seen its run. So then the money is going to shift towards altcoins, while what you're going to see on the markets or on social media, people are even selling their altcoins more towards Bitcoin, and Bitcoin maxis are taking over. Looking at Ethereum against USDT, we've discussed it before. Currently chopping around as well. I'm assuming we're going to get a test around 4K, have some more consolidation in this area, while Bitcoin is going to, or Ethereum against Bitcoin is going to chop around. If Ethereum against Bitcoin breaks this high, just like it has been doing here in December, January, if it's going to break this high, that is going to be the moment where euphoria and hype is going to accelerate, but also going to be the moment where Bitcoin pairs are going to do really well. Important levels of support for Ethereum against Bitcoin, still the lower range here at 33.50. If that is not holding, but I think we will, I think we're going to have to test around 2.9. But given the strength on Bitcoin and not really retesting the area around 50 to 52K, I think we have done the correction on Ethereum as long as it stays above 33.50, and then we're going to test this range. Last, Cardano against Bitcoin. Not showing any strength at all yet, but given the heavy downwards move, we might be getting some tests on higher levels here towards 4.3 or maybe even towards anywhere at 4.6. That is a crucial resistance zone, and then then probably if this is going to be a test, might be a good sell opportunity if you're still in the market to be able to buy back lower if Bitcoin is going to accelerate. I hope you have enjoyed this update. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be back later with an update on Polkadot and Kusama. And have a wonderful, wonderful day.